franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the San Francisco 49ers. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Levis going to the air right away. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Niners at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is 2nd and 8. Levis back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
So I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Levis to throw it. That is incomplete. You look at this Bears defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? It's who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night. Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go with Jacobs. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, 49ers. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Niners take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At their own 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
1st first carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Burrow looking to pass. Pass caught by Burden. Now he's free at the 35. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Levis sets up to throw here. Thomas has got it. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get advantage that way.
Short throw caught by Pitts. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I can hear the film session right now. I can hear the coach saying to his team, guys, how does a guy that big get that open?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Imagine him as a kid. You're trying to play hide and seek.
No chance.
No chance. He goes to hide behind the skinny tree. You see the front, the back, the top. Good look.
Yeah, you see him. You don't see the tree.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Levis. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
154, Mike 54, and 18.
Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On one, ready? Here we go.
Here's Burrow. For Kittle here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. This defense for the Niners, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. You look at this Niner defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
It's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
A gain of 1 yard. First down, Chicago.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. God.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go. 180.
Now it's Burrow. He finds his target. It's Evans. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
180. Mighty.
Burrow on play action. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, 33 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Levis looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Levis. And he fires one, but incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Ginn. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. That punt returned 66 yards, and it goes the distance. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Mike 54. Yeah, Mike 54.
Back to throw, it's Levis. That is incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hold on, like 90. 18. He's high. Here's down, 90 down, 49 Rita.
Now Levis. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Levis to throw once more. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Second and 10.
Hey, Mike 13. Mike 13. Lead 18.
Levis from the gun. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That third down conversion good for 23.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Lawson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brian Thomas, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Niners are back within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point.
Levis will try to throw for the 2. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion, and that makes this a 1-point game now. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Cam Little to kick off.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Gun.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Here we go.
On the draw, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And this is 3rd down.
On point, ready?
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a gain of a yard. And that'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here we go. 11.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
First down.
Here we go.
A gain of 16 yards.
Ready?
And the Bears first down.
Straight ahead is Hall. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Hall. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Burrow will throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
A 48-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Levis back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Levis to throw it. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
They'll throw it again with Levis. He's got it at the 15. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
54, Mike 54. 18.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Pitts as the first half is winding down. And the Niners have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. Extra point splits the uprights. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime.
Bears 24. Cam Newton, the kickoff.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, look at the juke. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
They're on the 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Here we go.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down and 8.
Here we go. 12.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. But he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Cam Newton
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Paul want to give up the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he wisely will throw that one away. And that right there, his first incompletion of the game, pretty remarkable.
So let's start talking about all-time records, because with that incompletion, maybe over a 2-game sequence, or maybe he starts a new streak now, because Ryan Tannehill, over 2 games, hit 25 straight. Now, the incompletion, we're taking this record out of play. But Mark Brunell, when he was at Washington, 22 straight completions to start a game. This guy's on fire.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up and make those throws, and he did that.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 3. A give running right is Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Niners are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. 180.
Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it in the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Burrow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. Levis sets up to throw here. This one into the hands of Pitts. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Pitts with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the 49ers are able to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And he won't quite make it to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here we go, here we go. Big 13.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
A gain of 15. First down, Bears.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
He's got this complete to Burden. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
They'll give to Hall. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Well, his completion percentage continues to rise with that one, but sometimes you want your completion percentage to go down. Maybe you should have thought about throwing that one away.
I was just going to say, it is easier said than done, but that's where you maybe bury it at his feet, make sure he doesn't catch it.
Great call right there. Put it near the receiver, no grounding, nothing like that, but no one gets a chance to pick it off either.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go. Hey, can.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but you can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're so long way away from kneel down time. So you've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Like 54.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 19-yard line. 86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now it's Burrow. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable.
Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Airing it out deep for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Listen, when you're at this point of the game, all options are on the table. 4th down, they say, we've got to go for it. And what a play they come up with. Big yardage there to keep the drive alive.
Wide 80.
Burrow looking to pass. This is Smith to the ground. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Here we go.
To the air again, Burrow. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them trying to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Mykel Williams. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
3rd down and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play,
Here we go.
3rd and goal.
Big 13. Big 13.
They'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Pretty good job escaping the pressure. Gets him 15 yards on the scramble, but now it's 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete, and his 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Like 13.
A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Here we go. 18. Inside. Army.
Now Levis. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Hold on. Like 90. 18. Inside.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Levis. Same target. It's Jacobs again. He will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Already know I got to go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for San Francisco, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll have a few extra days before they face the Rams next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.